to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told out alive. The Gators will put it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles offense will take the first swing of the game. The Sunshine State is so rich in talent. The players have known each other in many cases for a long time, and that brings the intensity to a fever pitch.
And they do not like each other, Reese. 3 of the 4 years that I was a part of this rivalry game, there were bench-clearing brawls in the middle of the field before opening kickoff. This game just feels different.
The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. Renegade was feeling his oats the last time these two got together as Florida State blew out the Gators.
And with that win, it just carried so much momentum throughout the rest of the season for the Seminoles and in the offseason as well. This is one of those games, if you win like that, you make a statement, not just in the state of Florida, but all across the country.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle.
Second down, he'll let it fly. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
And it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida. And when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
Well, this game certainly doesn't have the longevity historically that a lot of other rivalries have in college football, but this game always means so much. It impacts the conference championship race, the national championship race, and the Heisman Trophy race.
Or did he find a hole in that secondary?
And 3rd down is money down. I got to have guys that come up big, and really nice job of understanding where am I on the field to make sure I keep that foot in bounds and get the big 1st down.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a
lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick it away.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down to the 24. So Florida's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And this figures to be just a tremendous matchup of big play receivers, Jesse.
And because of their skills, Reese, you're going to see all types of ways in how they use them, right? They're going to throw it to them. They'll throw screens. They'll get jet sweeps. Get these guys as many touches as you can.
Well, and the good thing is, if you're a defense, you're used to it. You see this guy in practice every day. Now you're seeing another guy that's elite. Which defense can rise to the challenge and get a few stops and maybe nullify the playmaker?
Finds his man. It's Green. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. To the air on first down. They're bringing heat. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Pulls and fires complete.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job getting blocks at the point of attack and rallying the football.
The Gators in the hurry-up. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the middle. Got him and nobody's close. Touchdown Gator! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes. You keep down, you stretch me these zones. I got to run with you a man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts. And you can tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on the same page gets the big touchdown.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on the lead.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Now the pitch. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game if they want to be.
Catch inside the 25. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Noles will have it 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. They'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Missouri dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one. I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad case. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Hit the afterburners, kid. At the 30. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops.
After that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's still third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. He got it. Prepare to put boot to leather. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive sphere flaming. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again in this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication is going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right there.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Woolard or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get that stick down before you get too close to that sideline so you get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice catch. Nice catch.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Gilliam. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Seminoles are rolling down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost had it in his grasp. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Back open in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Back to the air one more time. The throw to the outside is complete.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up a wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Oh, the freshman lucky that one didn't get picked off.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do, they know they're in field goal range, they can take the 3 points on the board.
Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on 4th and short. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll take it in.
With the catch and score.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner will be dragged down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll give it to the back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. A straight downfield. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 32. The Gators want to crank the tempo. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Got his man quickly. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Wants to throw on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quickly complete. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? He makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He fires to the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Hicks. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one, make life easier on this kid who is so important to this team.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be a...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 325. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's got it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The Gators will line up to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds incomplete.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Wow, the quarterback got away with one there. He's lucky that defender dropped that pass because if he picks it, he might have taken that one to the house.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week.
And that that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now...
And down he goes back with the 3. And the Gators want to move quickly.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Trying to buy a little room with that shotgun run, and they were lucky to get it back up to the 3. Defense not showing press coverage. Shakes off the tackle. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The Gators will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll haul it in right around the logo. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up his offense nicely. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able...
Makes the catch! And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Florida State!
Number 3.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go downfield. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Line gets set. First down. They go to the ground. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Complete to the left. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hill. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. The Gators heading quickly to the line. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment. Defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Well, that changed things a bit after the penalty. It's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw for it. He makes the connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the boys? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the 1st, and we got a fresh set of downs.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Got him downfield. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into half, listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half pass it, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we have a winner of a Palmetto Bowl between the Tigers and Gamecocks. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers. A circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And that's what this defense needed to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next tally. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Running out of time here. Gets to the quarterback. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, gentlemen. Seldom do the rational turn irrational the way they do when these two teams and fan bases get together in the Sunshine Showdown. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Florida State and Florida plays out.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
They get him down after he makes the catch. And the Gators will hustle to the line. On second down, wants to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He'll just keep slinging it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Gators send out the punt unit.
Number 11, on to punt it away.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great history at Florida.
Gonna take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, short of the first down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Noles are on the move. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Gilliam. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to get through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next play.
Throw on 3rd and short. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive. And I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, no! That Seminole war chant is getting louder as Florida State has built a big lead.
The Seminoles have been able to seize the momentum here in the second half, and they are now running away with this thing. Big plays all over the field have the Noles now looking good.
And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's got the tight end. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And here comes the offense on second down.
Here we go.
They keep attacking through the air. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Makes a move. And he'll work his way on and return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Power football with the run. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Got his man on the outside. Touchdown Seminoles! And the route is on.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished off. Nebraska was able to come away with the win, as they have so many times there in Lincoln, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. 60 minutes of football and convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Pulled and finds his man on the left. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. They're about about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it. The Gators will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Now on the return. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yards you can and help out the offense. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Receivers often will run their route based on side adjustment. Makes the catch. It's Gilliam.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over the 18. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Snags it over the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. He's looking to throw. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
This is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense a ton of credit.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
42 Spider.
He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down, get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the plays at the line.
Slide 22. Slide.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Florida State. And the pummeling has started. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Got a man in the middle. At the 45 on his way. And he's running in the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gator. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging in their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't. You keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play calling too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense. And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point.
Open runway ahead. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football in the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on 1st and goal.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, no! And the beatdown has ensued. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll throw it on 1st down. What a snag by the defense. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Seminoles.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Liberty overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Lynchburg, these Flames got to be thrilled with the result. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the up. After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Gators line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He takes it at the 45. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays with this offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas. Keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the game. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start over.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this one.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for the whole year.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.